Alright, so we're taking a look at these Collectors Club locomotives, and in a previous video I stated that the DCC ready one just kind of came like this. The two Paragon 4 units came in this big master case, and I couldn't really understand why it was bigger, but they had this really protective foam packaging there. I mean, this is the good stuff here. And it appears that each one of them actually come with a Rolling Thunder receiver, which I've actually always wanted one of these just to kind of mess around with it. And I believe these go for 60-70 bucks on their own. So super cool that they packaged that in there, because there was only a $100 price difference between the DCC Ready and the Paragon 4 version. So really good value there. That's outstanding. Really cool master case too. So we'll take a look at one of these Collectors Club Challengers. So like I said, I ordered $39.85 and $39.77 Paragon 4. So there is another one over here, which I'm not going to unbox that. Just going to leave that in here. But we'll take a look at one of them. I don't know which one it is. It's $89.90, whichever Broadway part number that equivalates to. And this is the DCC Ready one, which, you know, kind of just comes as is there, but for 250 bucks, super cool. Was not expecting the cool maroon packaging. Kind of reminds me of the old Broadway Paragon 2s and the Paragon 1s. I really like that look. That kind of maroon and gold. Just reminds me so much of Broadway. Like the special logo on there. These do appear to have kind of the same style packaging as what the Q2 does, 844. I don't care for that. But, you know, to be honest, if it just came in a cardboard box like this and had the locomotive for the price, I mean, the fact that it has a box at all is amazing. But we'll see which one we have here. $89.90. Alright, so this is $39.85. That's the one everybody wanted to see anyway. So we'll go ahead and get this out of here. Okay, we got it out of the box here. Which is the typical Broadway packaging here. They did include some additional foam pieces here in the front truck and also between the cab and the engine. I don't remember the Paragon 3 version having those. I don't think mine did, or I didn't keep it at any point. Just taking a look at it here. And the Paragon 3 version was one of my favorite Broadway engines. And I think also on the Paragon 3 version originally they didn't have the bearing caps silvered out. Either that or the first run of the big boys. Either way, it was pretty easy to do myself, but this one already has it correctly. And it is the excursion version, which means it has the oil tender. And of course, always when you're getting these out of the box and handling them, you don't want to grab into anything that's going to be on the gearing here. This side sill is a safe place to hold on to, because this isn't a die-cast engine. You're not going to break it off of there. Now, being a die-cast engine, there is still some parts on here that are plastic, like a lot of these little whistle parts and the bell, all that stuff's still plastic. Some of the railings maybe as well. Okay, so it took me a couple of minutes to narrow down a little bit of a problem I was having. I was trying to run this off of the lock programmer, but apparently that's not enough power to actually run one of these locomotives, because it just would light up for like a fraction of a second and then just go out. Just wasn't enough juice. So I was able to find my old ESU command control system, or the cab control system. Of course, all the batteries and everything were dead. So I got that working, and I think we should be good to go ahead and fire this thing up. And so we'll do that with F9. And I did go ahead and turn off the smoke, because last thing I want to do is set off a smoke detector around here. That would be super bad, because the sprinklers would probably come on and ruin everything I own. Check out the bell here. Got some nice marker lights there. And I'm really curious if the whistle is the same or different. That sounds exactly the same. I'm going to mess around with some CVs here and see if any of the alternates are better. So I did find one of the alternate whistles on here. I'm having some adverse effects with this control station. We'll see if we can get it to work. This sounds a little better. No, guess not. Something's up with this touchscreen. Come on. Kind of sounds like the original big boy whistle they had a couple years ago. So they really haven't updated the sounds regardless of what they tell you. So that's about all I can really show here without actually getting it moving, which, you know, obviously I'm chasing it from one end of the table here to the next so it doesn't fly off onto the floor. But, you know, the sound package on here really isn't any better than what it was before. I am curious if this still has whistle steam, as the previous Paragon 3 models had. I don't know if it still has that or not. And I'm not going to dare try to mess with that in here. You know, that was one of the cooler features with the Paragon 3 versions, which I actually thought these had the best whistle steam of any of the engines that they actually put that feature on. So I would love it if it still has it. If it doesn't, no great loss. Being that a pathway exists now to actually upgrade these to aftermarket sound, there's an ESU adapter board that's come out that you put into tender, and you just unplug the Paragon 3 or 4 board and plug it in, and it accepts a 21-pin ESU, and you can still retain the sound, smoke, all the features of it, and get better sound and motor control. I want to mess with one of those. This will eventually probably get one of those. I don't know how soon I'll be able to do that. And that's about it for this little preview here. So I hope that you enjoyed what we got to do today, taking a look at some of this stuff. I don't really know how many more of these videos I'll have anytime here soon. I don't really have anything that's in the pipeline to come in. Unfortunately, I had to cancel my order for the Class J just because I'm trying to save money right now, and dropping $525 on a Class J just wasn't in the budget for right now. Trying to find some place to live so I can get to enjoy this hobby again. It sucks. I mean, that is my favorite locomotive, and I was really looking forward to it, and it looks outstanding in videos, and you know, I do want one, and I've been told there is going to be a second run of them. So hopefully someday I can get in on that and get one of those. But that's it for this one, and maybe a while till I see you again. But just know I am still working on things, and it's not the end. We will resume at some future point, hopefully not too far in the distant future.